Hey guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. You saw the thumbnail. It takes a little bit of explaining, okay? It's not as cut and dry as you may think, okay? And it involves one of your colleagues, one of you guys, that is having a little trouble making the transition, okay? So we'll talk about that. I've done a lot of kettlebell. I've given some lessons, but I have not practiced. I've demonstrated a little bit at the lesson, but I haven't played. Let's see what we got. All right. Hellacious double C's. Hellacious, I like that word. Hellacious double C's and a little hallelujah chorus. And that's actually appropriate. I'll get to that in a second. Okay, now, I don't know how closely you guys follow the comment section on the videos. Most of you probably don't have time, unless you feel strongly one way or another. You'll add a comment or a criticism, whatever. Okay, but one of the guys on the comment section that I have never met, never given a lesson to, Skype or otherwise, is very conscientiously trying to follow this, and he can't seem to get it by his own. I'm not sure if he has a book or not. He might have a book. But anyway, so I asked him a few questions. What's going on? What sort of mouthpiece are you using and all this sort of stuff. Guys, he's using a Bach mouthpiece. Now listen. This is not another hatchet job on Bach mouthpieces. I'm not going to do that. I've done it several times, and I'll do it several more, but not now. Okay? So please, no comments about the Bach mouthpiece. Sandoval, I don't want to hear it. That's for another time. Okay? But I'm here to tell you guys, this does not work on a Bach mouthpiece. It's not going to happen. Guys, nobody tried making this work on a Bach mouthpiece more than I did. When I was studying with Vacchiano, he would not let me use Jerry's mouthpieces for whatever jealous reason or just the fact that I wasn't doing what he told me to do. He wouldn't let me use them. And this is a disaster waiting to happen if you're trying to force it on a Bach mouthpiece. Now, it won't work, and it doesn't work as well on any other mouthpiece than the 1SS, 1SB, 1SC series. Now, Jerry worked his entire life to try to get this mouthpiece. Okay? Copy of Harry James, Charlie Shavers, we've been through this before. Okay? But trying to make this work on a Bach mouthpiece is the equivalent of trying to win the Indianapolis 500 race car race in a Ford Pinto. It's just not designed to take all that power. It's just not the Bach mouthpiece. Yes, could you get the Ford Pinto up to 180? Maybe, but eventually it's just going to explode on you. It is not designed to do that. Guys, the amount of compression, the amount of air compression that's building up in our mouth with our tongue and whatnot, and at the point of attack is enormous. Enormous. And you have to have a well-balanced, centered, technologically sound mouthpiece to offset that. Now, everybody says, well, if this system's any good, you should be able to, play it on any mouthpiece. Poppycock. Guys, it is not the same thing. Nobody Nobody has taught this before in any way, shape, or form. And it only works on these mouthpieces. So please, save yourself the trouble. And I mean this sincerely. I'm not trying to be smug, and I'm not trying to take a whip and a chain to Bach mouthpieces again. I'm not doing that. Okay? I'm just telling you straight out, save yourself the trouble and get a Jerry mouthpiece. I've said this since the beginning. This is nothing new. Get yourself a book if you want. Take a couple lessons. Now, here's the beauty of it. Now, the thing about it is, and you can find this in the comment if you want to go, but you don't have to. Okay? He's a little concerned about making the switch because he has some heavy lifting, he calls it, for Easter work. Now, Easter is about a month away. Now, here, like the thumbnail said, is the beauty of the True Power system. Guys, it is so easy to make the transition. Years ago, and I know better than anybody, the words embouchure change would strike fear in the hearts of anybody. The connotation for embouchure change would mean just going back to the Bellwin book and playing whole notes for 6 months to a year, and then not even be sure when after the year if this embouchure change is going to get you where you want. Guys, that is not what the case here is. Not. It will feel uncomfortable for a day or two. Okay, depending what you have coming up, it will feel uncomfortable. But I'm telling you, once you get the proper compression down with the tongue, the sky is the limit. And I don't like to put time periods on anything because I've gotten nailed before. Oh, you'll have a double C by this time, but and all of a sudden, for whatever reason, it doesn't happen. Okay, and I get killed for it. But guys, it will happen. And I don't know this guy's chops. I don't know how he's playing to begin with. Some people are a lot tighter than others naturally and whatnot. So I don't know if he can get it ready for Easter. My bet is he absolutely can. He absolutely can. So this is my advice for this specific person, and he knows who he is. He uses his name on the comments, so it's not a big deal. Okay? But this is what I would suggest to not only him, but to anybody else that's thinking of doing this. Okay? What comes down to it is your confidence for the Easter gig. That is your decision. I can't make that decision for you. What is going to make you more confident? I suggest you either go back to the 3C and go back to your former way of playing. And then go do the Easter job, and boom, we'll hit the ground running the day after. Easter Sunday, call me on Monday, 9 o'clock, and we'll get going on the other one. Okay? In the meantime, you have a 1SB or a 1SS or something like that. The other thing is to call up Jerry, 718-477-5803. Have a discussion with him. He's the sweetest guy in the whole world. Okay? He'll ask you, what are you playing now? What sort of work do you want to do? Where do you want to be, down the road? He'll have you spit buzz a couple notes over the phone. And he'll say, do this, do this, do this. Whatever. I don't get a cut of those mouthpieces, guys. And that has to go through Jerry. Okay? But number 2 is get a mouthpiece from Jerry. And the day it comes, get in touch with me. We'll do a lesson. And we'll have you ready by Easter. I can't guarantee Easter. I can guarantee double C's for anybody. Anybody. I'll guarantee that. But I can't guarantee the time frame. Okay? That's that. Guys, again, mea culpa, truce with the Bach Company for this. It's not a hatchet job. I'm just saying. If you think of the Indianapolis 500, it is not going to work on those mouthpieces. The cup, even the Megaton, the studio model and all this, you collapse into the cup and you can't hold this type of compression. You can't hold that type of compression with collapsed lips. It has to be held at the point of attack. Now, what may happen, you'll get your new mouthpiece, your 1SS, your 1SB or something, and you're going to start to collapse, and it's going to hit the bottom, and you're not going to be able to play with the new mouthpiece. And you're going to think, oh, geez, I made a mistake. I'm telling you, that will go. That will go very quickly. And that, I guarantee you, I can take care of in 1.5 hour lesson. That absolutely. Now, there's something else to think about. If you're playing piccolo trumpet on Easter, you may have to get one, if it's Schilke, depending on the shank, you may have to get a shaved down version of the leader pipe and whatnot, the shank. But that's something to think about too. So there you go. You know who you are. That is for a specific person, and that goes to all of you guys. If you're trying to make it work on something other than a Calet mouthpiece, save your trouble. And don't go moaning around, oh, Ralph doesn't work. It doesn't work. I tried it. It doesn't work. Now, I've told you since day one, get the mouthpiece, get a $10 book, and take a lesson. That will work. I'm not guaranteeing it in any way, shape, or form unless you have a Calet mouthpiece. And I don't want to sound smug. But I do not take students that are not playing a Calet mouthpiece, of some form at least. Not going to take them for that reason. It's waste of our time, both our time, and it's a waste of your money to try to make it work on anything other than a Calet mouthpiece. And I'm here as your, call up Jerry and ask him if you want. I'm not getting cuts on these mouthpieces. I'm not. He sold hundreds of them since the beginning of this this channel. And I love the guy. I'm not going to take his money. It's his technology. I'm not taking his money. Okay? But, guys, get the mouthpiece. If what we're doing here resonates with you, if this is what you want, or some version of it, do it. Get the mouthpiece, buy a book, and take a lesson. And the world, I guarantee, the double C will be there at some point. Guarantee. Okay, enough said. Okay, guys, eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power.